When KAMEME was launched, I was part of the initial team. Even I thought we were crazy. Everybody thought we were crazy.
Mlienda mkaanza kuongea Kikuyu?
Guess who we were with huko?
No, aganga ni nani?
Eric Latif. No, Eric
Latif was doing.
Ama niwache. Nimalize hapo. Niendelee? Nadhani mambo sana. Sabina, the honorable. The honorable Sabina Chege.
Sabina Chege anaweza kubali.
Tulikuwa communities. I really want to give. Unaona kama Mkuru. For me, he's a success story.
Very successful.
Very successful guy. He's monetized his channel. He's doing well. I'm sure he's going to continue to do well. He may innovate here and there, but it's a very innovative idea to become a storyteller, and the way he's used that.
Na gatekeeping imereduce.
Thank God. Lakini unajua gatekeeping ilikuwa kwa sababu kulikuwa na station 5. You know when you have 5 stations and you can only afford to buy 10 programs. I mean there must be gatekeepers.
Yes, my good people, welcome back to your stories podcast. Kama kawa mimi ni wenu Stema G. Na vile tuofanya hapa tuna host wageni wanatuambia stories zao. Lakini kabla tukuje kwa mgeni wetu nataka tuambie tuko Red Music Studios. Na Red Music Studios ni studio kubwa manze, we do a lot of things. One of the things we do ni we hire out equipment. If you want to shoot your movie, you want to shoot your music video, na una equipment, una cameras, una lens, una lights, call us, mjukua tawekea namba hapo chini. Na tutakusort out by the way. Na wale already washaanza kukuja tunashukuru sana by the way. Na also kama unataka kushoot podcast kama hii, you have a story to tell, maybe you have a product you want to promote, we can host you, ama pia unaweza kuja tukushoot kama wewe ni host. We also provide such kind of services. Na vitu mingi sana manze, kama unataka kujua mo, ingia kwa pale kwa feed zetu utaona. Without much ado, wacha nikuje straight to our guest today. Sasa madam.
Poa.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Hapa ni Red Music Studios.
Nimeona. Nimeona na mko na gear.
Umeona gear?
Na mna rentisha. Watu wakae rada.
Yes.
Bas.
Na nimeona bagi yako imeandikwa Kalasha.
Ndio, nilikuwa Kalasha by the way. I was a panelist at the Kalashas.
You are choosing the winners?
Hapana. I was just one of the panel discussions. Mimi ni mzee. Watu wananiitanga niongee.
Okay. Ulikuwa na advice watu?
I had a topic.
Ilikuwa topic gani ya?
I think it was something about media. I think maybe very much like what we're talking about, transition of media from sort of analog to digital, and what people need to do. And I was talking about training because now a lot of the work I do now is training, the capacity building and training in the world of media.
Okay.
Yes.
Na Clash of course ni isa nini? Watu wa films, no?
Sindio, ni watu wa cinema.
So from where you stand, how is the film situation in Kenya? Production, consumption?
I'm very excited about the young people. They are not waiting to be asked to make films. They are making their own films. I'm excited about the fact that films are being made by young people. They are actually putting their own money into filmmaking. That's really good. There is a lot of very good soft skills. Hardware kama zenye nyinyi mnaleta sasa. People are able to get access. Ile kitu hatuna marketing na distribution. If we can improve on that, we are going somewhere. I love the new generation of filmmakers. They are not waiting. They're just doing what they can with what they have.
Wengine wanatumia simu.
Wengine wanatumia simu. Anything that somebody can use to tell a story, they are using it. How cool is that? Because my generation, we used to wait at TV station kusaidia sijui nini. Nowadays, you guys have the right to you can publish anywhere. So if we had a good marketing and distribution, we can go very far. Very, very far. And we need to fix that quickly.
I would like to hear maybe from you. Tunaanzia tu hapo, marketing and distribution. In the music industry, naelewa how it works. You do your music, you upload YouTube, unaenda kwa DSPs, you distribute, even for podcasts. For film, how do you do that?
Sasa kwa film, people are trying all manner of things. You go to the movie store, kwa the big film, you try and get people there. Unajaribu jaze huko. Some people have found a way of putting your film on. People pay you 200 shillings, 300 shillings, you unlock, wanna download. So people are trying all manner of things. But we don't have a tried and tested. That's what I'm telling you. Upon your mambo iko. That is where the gridlock iko.
Okay.
We have really, so when I started filmmaking, or when we started filmmaking, and this is in the over 25 years ago, it was difficult to get a camera. It was difficult to hire anything. Now, things are easy to do. What we must fix now, as I was saying, is once you've made the film, where are you taking it? And how are you going to get a return on investment?
Exactly.
That is what we now need to figure out. However, as you asked, I feel like we've made good progress.
Yeah, there's a very big progress.
Very good progress. We have done well. The number of filmmakers have increased. The number of skilled filmmakers have increased. The number of a lot of equipment is now available cheaply. So tuko malipoa.
Tuko fiti.
Tuko fiti.
Na gatekeeping imereduce.
Thank God. Lakini unajua gatekeeping ilikuwa kwa sababu kulikuwa na station 5. When you have 5 stations and you can only afford to buy 10 programs. I mean, there must be gatekeepers.
Okay.
Yeah. It is life.
I think bado iko maybe kwa TV shows.
Again, TV shows, okay. Let's put it like this. By the way, there's one thing, a tragedy has happened this year. I think MultiChoice and the sister wameenda.
Kwa TV.
They were very big.
They closed down.
There is it's not MultiChoice. Maisha Magic.
Maisha Magic is no longer.
Maisha Magic. Maisha Magic. No, they are no longer buying content from here. They were sold. They were sold to some other entity.
The French company.
Yes. So the French, they've stopped everything for the time being. So what that means is that there was an entire ecosystem that relied on producing programs for those channels.
Actually, now, we should now show up at your camera and lights.
Unaona? Sasa si hata mimi nimeumia kidogo. And they were good. Walikuwa na lipa pesa. They used to pay program moja. Mulikuwa mnatengeneza pesa
for 3 months.
Unaona?
That's good money.
Yes.
The lights. Wow.
So you can imagine what that has done to the entire industry. The ecosystem, your equipment, ecosystem, your actors, the whole ecosystem is collapsing because of that. So when it comes to gatekeeping, if you imagine that maybe programs itanunuliwa in a whole year, there are 20 commissioned projects. Somebody has got to gatekeep, and the kind of money that's involved in making 52 programs, people must gatekeep these things.
No, okay, me I think they were slow to change because ukiangalia DSTV na hiyo Maisha Magic, hiyo subscription model yao, they did not change quickly to the free online thing.
But they were never going to be free.
Not free per se, but you see Netflix kitambo ilikuwa very expensive, but squeeze wale reduce mpaka sijui kuna package ya sasa. Hizo premium za DSTV zilibaki huko juu
3,000 5,000 what. That's true. They did not take into account the market that they were working in. So those are some of the things. However, as I said before, we've made good progress.
Very good progress, actually.
We've made good progress, and I must attribute it to the young people.
Okay.
The young people who have become the new filmmakers. Kudos to the new filmmakers, bwana. They are hardworking, they are ingenious, they are innovative. I'm a trainer, I'm a teacher. So I enjoy working with the new people. They don't wait. They learn something, they go, they do it, they post. Yende. I love it. Na pia, they are not afraid of failure. Hawaogopi. Kama kitu ni kifail, they just take it and they learn from it and they move on.
And one of the things pia squeeze unajua people creating their own communities who are their own fans.
Absolutely.
So you can shoot your own movie na bado jaze theater wakuja wajae.
So I enjoy very much the fact that we have decentralized filmmaking. And actually filmmaking is going to become even more decentralized. So remember, filmmaking is just one vehicle of storytelling. Filmmaking is just storytelling. So as we decentralize filmmaking, you're going to find that people are now going to create their own communities. I really want to give kama Mkuru. For me, he's a success story.
Very successful.
Very successful guy. He's monetized his channel. He's doing well. I'm sure he's going to continue to do well. He may innovate here and there, but it's a very innovative idea to become a storyteller, and the way he's used that. So for me, that's success. And if we can get more and more people succeeding, that's what we want.
Okay.
More and more people making money.
Okay. Sawa. So, karibu sana to your stories.
Asante.
Na sasa hapa maybe tumeenda kwa story sana, tumeongea about you and your experience.
Yeah.
So maybe you can look at that camera. Tell them who you are, because hapa tunasema.
Oh, okay.
Guest ndio wanajiintroduce.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My name is Pauline Njau, and I am currently, I think what I'm doing mainly is capacity building and training in the area of media and film. That's what I'm doing now, mainly. Yes. But essentially, I think I'm a storyteller. I started off my career really not even wanting to go into media. I really just wanted to be a storyteller. I never knew what that looked like, but I wanted to be a storyteller. See, now I can look at you.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be a storyteller.
Okay.
But I was born in the very late 60s. And in those days, that was not a career. Everybody thought you were crazy if you wanted to become a storyteller. So by the time I got to university, I was a performing artist. So that means I was an actress.
Wow.
I acted.
Wow.
And so
Sawa.
I was, by the way, ngoja kwanza Sasa I was going to tell you once I went to college, I did a degree in design, but I spent most of my time acting, doing theater.
Sawa.
Yes.
Sasa nataka tuanzie hapo, mahali ulizaliwa.
Nilizaliwa Nairobi.
When born tao?
Mimi nilizaliwa Nairobi. My parents came to the city, first generation. So I was born in Kenyatta Hospital, but I'll not tell you the year. Just know it was the late 60s.
You were born in Kenyatta? I think you're the first person nimekutana wa Kenyatta.
Nilizaliwa Kenyatta National Hospital. Hata nilienda kutafuta mahali nikakuta kitabu ingine kubwa. Nikatani hivi nikaona jina yangu. Nimezaliwa midnight.
Wallahi.
So when I was born in Nairobi. My parents were business people in the city of Nairobi. And the other day I realized that my parents were actually very successful business people. We owned a wholesale shop in the streets of Nairobi. In Isili.
What?
I know, right?
Hao ni mahasla,
Walikuwa mahasla mbaya. Kwanza baba yangu alikuwa hasla mbaya. But when my father first came, they were civil servants. Then him and my mother met. And they decided to try out their hand in business. And they succeeded beyond their hugest expectations. Okay. So I grew up in Langata.
Primo gani ulisoma?
Nilisoma St. Teresa's Primary.
Langata, iko Langata?
Hapana. Si baba yangu alikuwa na duka Isili. So St. Teresa's iko tu. Hata ile moja. Hapo ndio sasa madhe tukitoka Langata alikuwa na drop hapo. Alafu anaenda kufungua duka. Alafu jioni anani drop us.
Hizo enzi.
My mother is alive and she still drives a car. She still drives. She's in her 80s.
Alikuwa na gari gani yote?
Alikuwa na Daihatsu. Ilikuwa pickup.
Pickup.
Ilikuwa pickup. Mimi nilizaliwa town bwana. Nilizaliwa town.
So unapeleka shule na pickup.
So nilikuwa napeleka kwa shule na pickup. I even remember very well tumekaa hapo mbele. Madhe na turn round, kulikuwa na roundabout kwa shule. So it was a very serious school. Paka tulikuwa na swimming pool. I know how to swim because we were taught how to swim. Tulikuwa tunaimbaga, paka kulikuwa na choir na piano lessons. You know, watu bwana, wacha bwana. Wacha bwana.
Sasa hapo ndio hiyo
sasa hapo usanii kaanza. That usanii started growing in me. But you see, at that time there was nowhere to express usanii.
Shule mlikuwa mnaambia president?
Tuliimbia lakini hapana.
Ilikuwa za moyo.
Now, can I tell you where my usanii started now festering kabisa? After that tukaenda shule ilikuwa inaitwa Mukumu Girls.
Where? All the way to Western. It's a Catholic school. Inaongozwa na my sisters. I've been there. And people still walk in a straight line.
Yes.
That is high.
In that time when I went there, it was a very serious school. Yes. And the arts were... There used to be a gentleman called Kibukosia. He was a doctor in music.
Where?
So he would come to teach. Alikuwa kwa shule yetu kulikuwa na barabara. He owned the farm next to opposite our nini. So alikuwa anatokanga Kenyatta University. I think it was if not Kenyatta Nairobi University. Anakuja, but I think it was Kenyatta. Anakuja kutufundisha choir na kuimba. Na how to sing, how to articulate. That is where my usanii started. I was in drama na music.
Okay. So
huko nikasoma nikamaliza. I was the last people to do form 6.
Ile form 6.
Ile form
6. Almost something.
I was the last people. Nikakuja nikaingia Nairobi University.
UON. Campus gani?
Architecture Design and for Development, ADD.
Hata mimi mtu ADD by the way.
Wacha. Ulisoma nini huko wewe? Ulisoma architecture ama nini? Ama civil
mtu wa mashamba.
Mashamba.
Real estate.
Wacha. Sasa si unakumbuka sisi watu wa design tulikuwa upstairs na nyinyi mlikuwa hapa downstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Our friends from
design. So I was
interior designer.
Yes, not really interior. We studied 4 years of just all kinds of design, fashion design, everything, everything in the cooking basket. But as I told you, I spent most of my time in lecture hall 101 kule chini. Nikifanya theater huko. I was very absent minded.
So almost kama yangu pia. Because if you tunafanya usanii sana.
Nilikuwa na so when I went to university, I was very fortunate. Because it was popping. Why? Those were the days of kina Ngugi wa Thiong'o was in the country. Mogo Michere was in the country.
University was university.
University was university, but the literature department was happening. And I had gone to design by mistake. I had wanted to do law, but I didn't make it. So I didn't go to Parklands. So I missed law by 1 mark. So I ended up in design. So when I went to the design department, I found that I was not very skilled in design. You know, I had not done art properly. So I went there, and have you ever gone to a class where you find the people who are there have got better skills than you? So I used to feel like a fish out of water. So I used to spend most of my time in the literature, huko chini, but also at the Kenyan National Theatre.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that because it's next door.
Next door. I spent a lot of time at the Kenyan National Theatre, hanging out with artists there, listening to people talking.
Enzi ilikuwa aje hiyo
Kenti ilikuwa you know, there were intellectual minds bwana. You know, people would sit around and you know, that time mimi ni mtu wa, let's say I'm not even 20 and I'm sitting on tables where people are talking things. And at that time there was a lot of people talking politics. I used to sit.
Nani unaweza kumbuka wewe enzi? Who was popular actor or time?
Obiobiro Odhiambo, Agano Dero. As I said, we used to sit on a table rarely once in a while. Watu kama Ngugi wanakuja huko. I tell you, it was, you know, it was overwhelming for a 19-year-old because you are seated listening to these conversations with very clever people.
Yeah, but they're
very sharp. And I was a very young girl. So, but I then joined a group of people called Mbalamwezi Players.
Mbalamwezi.
Unakumbuka Mbalamwezi? So I did quite a bit of work with them. Big up to Mudamba and Kennedy Musumba. And actually, we are the people who bore heartstrings ensemble. Huko ndio
heartstrings imekaa hiyo time.
Of course. They were an offspring from us. Umeshafanya auditions huko. So I acted. I remember I also acted in a very interesting play before I then left and went and got a job. Because once you got a job, then you know. So I had a choice between becoming a career artist and going to look for a job.
Kabla enda kwa job.
Sasa ngoja kwanza. And I knew I didn't want to become a career artist. Because career artist, ile brokers ilikuwa kwa career artist.
You are an actor.
Career artist. Career artist meant you hang out at the National Theatre looking for gigs, you know. That life did not appeal to me too much. It looked like a life, hustling. So I needed to make a decision whether I was going to move towards the work or to remain and make a career as a career actress. And for me, I chose to go to the work.
Workspace.
Remember, I was a designer. Sasa nime graduate design. I know you are ADD. I used to be seen occasionally huko, but I managed to scrap through and nikapata degree. So my first job, I worked for some people called Kenwide Media. Have you ever heard of those people?
No.
Kenwide Media. One of our owners was Linjiro.
Where? Linjiro alikuwa media. Interesting.
So Kenwide Media was a very it's a very interesting place. They had a lot of government work. I've never even told anybody these stories. But guess what? We used to do ASK shows.
Coverage.
Shows, not coverage, shows. Building stands.
Muna host.
Building, tunajenga. Kama ni Kenya Power and Light, tunajenga stand. Kenya Pipeline, he used to get those jobs. And that was a very good training ground for me. Because I would be sent to Kisumu. Remember, I'm a 20-year-old girl.
Wow.
I'd be sent to Kisumu. I stayed there for 60 days. Building a stand.
Preferring for a SK show. And the other times zilikuanga show zenyewe.
Na SK show ikiingia hivi, I leave. I go to the next one, to Nyeri. Na hiyo ikiisha, unakumbuka hiyo SK show ilikuwa inaendaga one whole year.
Yes.
Hiyo ikiisha, I go to. Na nilikuwa napati wangu kibunda ya pesa.
Wanda kutumia huko nini?
Niende nilipe ba contractors sijui nifanye nini. And my salary was sijui 10,000 or what. Na sasa ile nilienda
was that good money at that time?
It was horrible. Horrible. Sasa sikia nimepatiwa 300,000 na mshahara hiyo time niende nikajenge stand.
Wow.
Lakini mshahara there was no M-Pesa. Please note, hakuna M-Pesa. Pesa ilikuwa inatumangwa, ukitoka hapo unatumiwa, unabeba kibunda ya pesa.
Na una travel aje kwa ndugu?
Si tulikuwa na pick up, ilikuwa imeandikwa Kenwide Media. Sasa tunaenda tunaishi huko. And I was now like a project manager. So I would go there and I remembering the things that my mother taught me about integrity, about hard work, because my mother was a believer in hard work and about integrity. So can you imagine, I would come and report that money to the shilling, alafu mwisho wa mwezi nalipwa 10,000.
Contractor.
So after 2 years, I got very fed up and very frustrated, and I went and asked them for a salary raise up to 15,000. They refused. Wakasema ati nita upset the nini, how is it, the situation. Kuna watu wamekaa huko miaka mingi wajawahi lipwa hiyo pesa, na mimi nimekuja nataka kujifanya mimi ni mtoto sana, hii pesa yote nataka kufanya nini nayo. So I had an idea, and one of the things I must say about myself is I have lots of ideas. I said, what is the biggest advertising agency in Kenya? At that time it was called McCann-Erickson. So I went to the yellow. You guys, you've never seen the yellow pages. Unajua hawa watu hao.
No, I saw it.
Did you see the yellow pages? Hawajui yellow pages.
It's still there actually.
Nikaenda nikachukua yellow pages, nikapiga simu. Unakumbuka zile simu za zamani? Nikapiga nikauliza, "Hello, can I speak with the managing director?" I was so gut. Because sometimes it's nice to be young and stupid. So I was connected. They said, "Oh, the managing director, we don't have a manager, but we have a general manager." So they connected me, and the lady said, "Hello, this is Rose Kimoto speaking." I said, I was flabbergasted. I said, "My name is Pauline. I work sijui where, and I'm looking for a job, and I would like to come." And she said, "Come on Wednesday." Okay, I'm guessing. Come on Wednesday at 2. Something. She gave me an appointment.
Where?
I put the phone down and I was shaking.
What's happening?
So I wondered whether it's true or am I nini. So when the day of the appointment I showed up, she interviewed me, and then she said, "We have a position that I'd like to try you on." It was called traffic. It is the go between account management and the creatives. It was a traffic job. And I remember I asked her how much I'd be paid, and she said something like 25,000. I almost died. I almost fainted.
Why umeongeza 15k from 10k?
From 10k. Na nikaenda nika-resign. Nikawaambia, "I love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Adios muchacho." Nimeenda. And that's how I started my job in advertising.
So Kimoto, she was
the general manager of McCann-Erickson.
As you know her later.
Yes, you know her much later. You know her much later. Yes. I then transitioned with her to a company called Regional Reach, and then transitioned with her to a company called KAMEME.
And
then to K24.
Yeah.
And in many ways, Rose was my mentor.
Wow.
And she made me who I am. She was a very tough boss.
Okay.
Tough to
That's
the
a very
core.
good journey.
Yes.
So, aliamua aje kukuja media? Okay, from advertisement to the
to media.
To KAMEME.
So what she used to do is she started a company called Regional Reach. And what she would do is she would set up TV stations and send tapes. And inside those tapes, there would be advertisements in the local centers. Rose had always had a passion to reach rural people.
Regional Reach.
Regional Reach.
Okay.
So the transition to KAMEME was, this is not my story to tell. Maybe one day.
Not from your side.
But from my side, what I understand was she did some work for government or something, or she did something for government. And in return, when she was asked what she wanted, she said she wanted an FM license.
What?
And the people who gave her the license did not realize what they had done, because they thought she would start a Kiswahili or English station, but she launched a local Kikuyu station. I remember
that was the first one.
In 2004, when KAMEME was launched, I was part of the initial team. Even I thought we were crazy. Everybody thought we were crazy. Guess who we were with huko?
No, I can't get nani?
Eric Latif. No, Eric
Latif was doing.
Ama niwache. Nimalize hapo. Niendelee. Nadhani mambo shomba. Sabina, the honorable. The honorable Sabina Chege.
Sabina Chege anaweza kubali.
Tulikuwa walikuwa huko.
Sabina Chege
hao ndio now we recruited some people from KBC Kikuyu.
You poached. Oh. Wow. That was a big moment.
Let me tell you, it was sometimes, have you ever looked back in your life and you look at some pivotal things that happened? That was pivotal.
It was.
That was radical. That was amazing.
That was big.
But the shock was the station took off. And we made not me, but the station actually, the advertisers came, they supported us because Rose was an amazing marketer.
Yeah.
And the station took off like a...
Yeah, it took off. As we were watching from this other side,
it was crazy. But it was even crazy to be there.
Yeah.
It was crazy to be in that place.
That's all documentary.
Let me tell you, it was crazy. It was an amazing experience of the power of innovation. Hapo. I mean, Gedingivia. What can I tell you? Anyway, Gedingivia came. Yeah, people will just know about this one. If you know, you know. Gedingivia. I mean, it was very radical.
Even as we were listening, even in Kikuyu, we were listening to KAMEME.
It was radical. And I must say that the then President Moi, I think, shut us down, I think, twice. There was some rumors that we are talking some things hidden, he shut us down. And I remember my boss, I think, and the chair of the board, they went to look for, they went to State House and they told him there's nothing like that. We are not into politics. And it is true. We were not doing politics. We were very fun station. So he allowed us to continue. So yeah. So now we are in KAMEME.
Yes. KAMEME.
What's your KAMEME? My role in KAMEME was I started off mainly doing admin, and then I ended up doing quite a bit of creative writing and a bit of production.
So the talent yako is at work.
Okay.
Nice.
So produce some very nice programming. English, because what I remember Rose saying, we don't just want to be a Kikuyu station, we want to be bigger than a Kikuyu station. So we started producing some Kiswahili and English programming. And I was part of the team that used to do radio production, not live. And especially sponsored program. I'll tell you one of the programs that I'm very proud about. It was called Great Kenyans. Great Kenyans.
Great. Oh.
It was in English. We interviewed lots of very interesting people, and we told their stories, and what else happened. And it was sponsored by Equity Bank.
Wow.
I thought that was really hot. I mean,
just big.
It was very big. And then we did something called Kazi ni Kazi. I'll never forget that. And I produced this up with I'll never forget who produced this program. You see this young lady called Wahu, who is a musician married to Nameless.
Yeah.
She used to work there.
Wow.
Please do not be fooled by Wahu. She's extremely brilliant.
I've worked with her.
She's a master's student in communication. So she's an extremely brilliant woman. So we did a program with her called Kazi ni Kazi, and it was sponsored.
She was in the camera?
No. She was not. No, radio. We are talking radio. She would go and interview
she's
cobblers, and she would interview farmers.
Here, little Peter.
So anywho, but she was the brains behind that.
Kazi ni Kazi.
Yes.
Okay. Now, fast forward to K24.
So actually, let's not fast forward to K24. I then left. Then I was very fortunate to leave. By the way,
you left?
Yes, I left KAMEME.
Okay.
I left KAMEME and went to a place called Media Development in Africa. It was called Mediva.
Yeah, Mediva. Yeah.
And we produced the first programs, Tazama and Agenda Kenya.
Yeah, Tazama.
Do you remember Tazama?
I remember both of them.
Yes. Very good fun. Now, that was the first time I transitioned from audio to production of audiovisual content.
Kuja Mediva kutafuta pesa ya kushutia music videos. When I was in campus.
Sasa hapo, I was doing marketing. So I was the liaison between the production and pali tunapeleka vipindi. And it was very exciting. Again, when I look back at it, it was very pivotal.
Mediva, what was Mediva? Was it an NGO?
It was an NGO. It was an NGO funded by Ford Foundation. By a lady called Pauline Renton. Pauline Renton was a documentary producer from the BBC. She was an amazing producer, program producer. And I spent, I think, 4 years with her. And they were amazing years. Amazing years. I worked with people like Akina Kathleen Openda with Agenda Kenya.
Yeah, Agenda Kenya was good.
I mean, let me tell you, we had some great times there, doing some extremely new work. Today, when I see, even today, you can't find programming like Agenda Kenya. The only other person who tried to do something like Agenda Kenya was this man from
on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
Uncensored.
No, that was the idea of a town hall concept. Town hall.
Oh, I remember actually.
Yes, it is. We were the first people to do town hall, which means you bring politicians in front of
the audience.
An audience, and the audience ask questions.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Just tough.
So then from there, what did I do after that? That is when now I went and started my own small company. A production house.
It
was called Media Machine.
Oh, Media Machine. Hiyo nimeona online.
So hiyo nilikaa hapo miaka 12.
Media Machine.
12 years. And K24, when we launched K24, I was commissioned as a consultant from my company. So I was not actually working there. So I used to do work for them.
You were contractor?
I was a contractor.
Okay?
Mimi jina yangu iko sawa. Jina, I was a good producer. Nilijaribu. After 12 years, nikachoka.
What did you produce before 12 years?
Lots of documentaries. I worked with Barclays Bank. I worked with Equity Bank, with NGOs like Action Aid, Kenya Association. I worked with many people, produced a lot of documentaries, advertisements, I had a good body of work.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
But what happened is I noticed that after about 10 years, there was a young generation who came.
Oh.
Now, the young people who are now, I think we could say are millennials now.
Yeah. We are the millennials.
Ni nyinyi sasa. Mukakuja.
Tulikuwa tunakuja na pilots, tunashoot.
Sasa nyinyi mulikuwa na shida moja. Mulikuta tumeweka pesa namna hii, nyinyi mukadecide mutalipisha clients hapa.
Oh, tutakshebe. I think tunaweza kujitetea.
Mukateremusha mboga kutoka 10 shillings mukaileta 2 bob.
Yeah, because one we were many, technology was moving. Two, mulikuwa mgatekeep sana.
Haya, sasa si mukatutoa gatekeepers. So after si mulikuwa atukuwa.
Unasikia nilishakuja azumi ndeva kutafuta ideas huko.
Sasa wacha niwaambie atukuwa. By the way, I wish munge maintain. Sasa hii mungekuwa a bit better.
Basa tungeenda wapi? Because milango ilikuwa imefungwa. Unajua we used to go around bringing ideas, alafu unapata hiyo idea umeleta tu hivi ndio hiyo kwa TV. But then also alafu nasanishwa my ideas.
I like it. The reason I never produce content, and actually I'm going to tell you where I've gone back full circle now to produce content now.
Welcome back.
The reason I never produced content then was where you produce content to peleke wapi?
Yeah, there were very few outlets actually.
Thank you.
TV station at our time there were like 4.
There were 4. Na wataki kuongea na watu. But I also realized at that time everything was changing. The internet was coming. It was going to become a free open market. And I felt like until this thing stabilizes and we are able to see mbivu na bichi, it is not a good time to be in the industry.
Okay.
Especially, I felt I needed to learn and unlearn many of the things that I knew. So I went into teaching. So the last maybe 10 years, 20 years, I've been nimekuwa tu.
First to teaching, naweza taka comment on your transition because since you are there from the start, kulikuwa na hiyo story ya analog to digital, sasa internet imekuja, tuko AI. How have you experience your journey?
The journey has been, as I said, the journey is interesting. It is good and bad. It is very good because it's an open, it's like now it is an open whatever, you know, open platform for you to be able to put your thing. The sad part is the horrible quality of the things I see.
Quality?
The quality is horrible. I mean, it is the quality. Let me tell you, maybe I'm stuck. My daughter always says I'm stuck on quality. But me, I'll die on the hill of quality. There's so much bad work. There is no excuse that you have good content and your production values are crap. And so for me, I still feel that...
Give it the always. I can't call it all, but... There's still good quality stuff, right?
But how much, okay, for one quality production, how many bad quality productions are there?
Mingi sana.
Yes. So for me, I feel like what happened, and I think it will sort itself out. The doors opened, everybody got in, but now people are tired of watching bad things. I think now people want the next level of good productions.
Yeah.
Yes.
So actually, good production are being made. The cost is being higher than the revenue you're going to get. For example, if you do a movie on YouTube. So what you're going to get back from that movie, itakuwa kidogo sana. Because I've seen that akina Petita doing movies. Maybe now it's for brand creation. You want to, we are doing this podcast to show people that we can do this.
But do you remember where we started our conversation? We need to fix our marketing and distribution market. Now, let me tell you. Do you remember marketing and distribution? Let me tell you. I feel like we are selling things to ourselves. First of all, the African market is very big.
Yeah.
Are you aware how many tuko 1 billion ama tuko wangapi in Africa?
Yeah, Africa, the whole continent.
Tuko wengi, si ndio? You see why Nigerians cracked it. Nigerians sell things to themselves, but they also sell to the rest of Africa. Us in East Africa, bado tuko in our bubble.
But hapo kwa production ya Nigeria walianzia huko chini. Wakati ile hit ndio
unaona wakaenda juu. So I feel like
so sisi tuko huko ndio
sasa ndio tunaanza. Very soon we are going to have to need to sell our products around in East Africa, in Africa, and to the rest of the world. We need to clean up our marketing and distribution. Once we do that, this industry is gonna be big. There's going to be a real Kenya wood. Yes. But we need to fix our marketing and distribution. Yes.
I think that's such a topic.
That's another topic. Somebody needs to, like you now. You are a young man and there are many young people here. You guys need to wafikirie. Gen Z
iko pesa hiyo side.
Hapo ndio pesa iko. Pesa imelala hapo.
Okay. Now to your teaching.
So I have worked in 3 institutions. Now, the first institution I worked in was an institution in Kibra. It was called, it was a foundation started by a guy called Nathan Collett. Nathan Collett had come to Kenya and done a film called Kibira Kid. And started a small training institution. And when I worked there, something struck me. What struck me was this. There are a lot of young people who are very passionate about film, but will never have a degree to enter university.
Wengi actually?
Yes, most.
Majority. Very few wenye wanafanya degree, they still do...
It struck me that most of the young passionate people, they fall off in the academia. In terms of class education, they'll never make it. But when it comes to passion and skills and talent, wako nayo. So I saw such a great opportunity there. And I remember thinking, what we need to do is to make sure that these people live with a certificate. And so my journey working, so I have worked there, then I worked in a place called Slam TV in Mathare, and right now I've just finished working for a place called Filamujuani. And that journey of 10 years has actually made me realize that I was right. Because like Filamujuani, we've just trained like 500 people in 1 year and given them certificates. And those young people, they mean they have a certificate, and I'm so glad that there's a lot of there's a program called the Sanara program. In our side, mpaka na grants wananunua equipment. They just take off. They take off.
Ebo ambie mali watapata hizo nini because so many.
Sasa hiyo program ni kuisha inaisha.
But maybe for future.
For future. But there are a lot of really good donors who are coming in, and what they do is they train you. And even TVET, I'm so glad now. TVET is beginning to go into filmmaking. You get it? So even if you could D, you can go into a TVET, be trained, you unaona, and start a journey in filmmaking, or start a journey in media.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing for the last 10 years.
Okay. We have to have you. Naona imekuwa.
Sasa uko na swali lingine hata umeshtuka?
Hata nimeshtuka.
What can it's been a very, let me say this, I never started off imagining any of these things could happen, but I thank God. I think it's been a very fulfilling journey.
Okay.
Very fulfilling, I wish I could have made more money, but the creative sector haina pesa.
Yeah.
But I know money will come. The next generation of filmmakers will make money, a lot of money. But it's been a very good journey. I feel like I've worked hard. I've had opportunities to do some really groundbreaking stuff. I've had an opportunity to work with some really amazing people. I've had really good, and I've had a good time in the industry.
Unaweza big up wale wawili watatu wenye watu nao.
Big up.
Tunajua.
Wagani?
Simosema you have worked with big people. Ama hiyo itakuwa another.
So actually I want to big up. Who do I want to big up? I want to big up any young person who I've ever trained and who is doing well.
That's a better approach.
By the way, let me tell you, I want to big up. If you know that, can I tell you some of the people that were in, for example, in Kibra was Daudi Anguka.
What? Hey.
Big up Daudi.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me tell you, big up any student that I've ever trained. Big up any student that we've ever been in a school with together or done a training program together. Big up to you. You guys, I know you're out there and I know you're killing the game. And for me, as your mwalimu,
good work. Manze, tumeshukuru sana having you here.
Asante. Hata mimi nimefurahi. It's an interesting ya wazee.
No, very educative. Actually, no, maybe what I like to, maybe next time, I would like to go in depth on what you teach these people. Maybe a small segment up to Tafanya. Because I know there are so many people who come here, now wengine wanatuwatch. They have a lot of passion, but they don't know what to do. They don't even know where to upload even their songs and everything. So even that production, how to handle you as a brand and everything, they don't know. So we can do even a series for them. Ama to organize events.
But wacha nikwambie, we don't just teach filmmaking. We teach entrepreneurship and we've been teaching life skills. Because it's not enough for you to just know how to handle a camera. You need to know how to sell yourself, as you said. You need to know how to market your products. You need to know how to manage your life. Because many creative people, they self-destruct.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Tunasema talanta iko na kasumba.
Yeah, I say kuna department hell. Yeah? There's a department in hell that targets creative people.
There's some demons.
Demons mbaya sana.
Juu ukiwa na talanta nzuri hivi, one year down the line ushike simu.
Na kwanza ukishika pesa kidogo. Wacha tupatie creative milioni 1 aende underground. Akirudi atumjui.
Atakuwa na PA. Ashike simu. Anyway, thank you for being here, Manzet. It's been a good time. Conversation in long, haiwezi isha. We'll have another one.
Kabisa. Asante.
Kabisa. Anyway, thank you for watching, Manzet. That's Pauline and Njau for you. Najua, till next time. Make sure mmeresearch na mtafuta wafunze. Your Stories Podcast, Red Music Studios.